Ready to start a game without wasting time. Let's play. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Let's start the first. We going to practice with in event player versus player. Hi, Bennett Johnson.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry.
They don't come much harder, Peter, than Giuseppe Bergomi, and I can tell you that from personal experience.
Traditional Italian.
Even his handshake is hard, but a level...
And there's the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Barella, and it's Nakata, and he's intervened well there. Schneider tries to pass it through. Nice looking ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. First quarter of an hour gone. Into the channel. That's a shade optimistic. Shifted it to the flank. And this is Lukaku. He's shifting through the gears. Decent chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And that could set him on his way. Bremer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Lukaku, and he was quick to react. Hernandez.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forward. Can he finish? Yes! AC Milan are all square. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Milan grab the equaliser. Cafu. And there's the shot! That's another chance! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And now he has two. Milan take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. That's been cut out, well played. Schneider. Aimed beyond the defence.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Serginho might just make this. Hernandez. Oh, it's a nice side. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go once more. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now, can they get him away? Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cafu. Calhanoglu. And it's Nakata. And it's Schneider. Platini has found the net here, of course. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Platini. And he's managed to get rid. McTominay! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Costa Curta. Cafu. To Calhanoglu. Barella can so cleverly bypass the press. Great vision. Hernandez, he is onto this. Tries to get it clear. It's gone for a throw-in. Costa Curta. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That should get the job done. He's tried one! And that is wildly off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and
It's gone out for a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Fofana. Can he get it through? Cute ball, now how can he reach it? That is lovely. 75 minutes played.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Looking for a runner. Shevchenko gets into some space. He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. And that was very necessary. Now it's Vieri. Platini. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
There will be a throw-in. Platini puts them all in. Tries to get it clear. And that will be the final act. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. You look back on the game then, Jim.
Milan can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That
tries a shot! Goal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Messi. Kaka. Bellingham. Valverde. And he's cut it out. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Hakimi. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's having a shot! Perez. Now, what about a counter-attack? Perez going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Guardiola. Perez providing an outlet on that flank. He's picked his way, and Shevchenko! And he's there to get it away. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too. Shevchenko! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that's well spotted. Puyol. Kaka. Looking for options for movement. Rodri. And it's Valverde. It's Bellingham. Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! Kukçu. Yamal. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Cafu. Cafu. Oh, it's come loose. Valverde. Now he's got space here.
Added time.
Time. Excellent interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break.
Security
all
staff
square.
for each block. Please report
Some
to
first
the
half
staff
thoughts?
immediately.
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
And Messi! Goal! Into the lead once more. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Yamal. Triol. Yamal.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one great chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Guardiola. Yamal. Kaká has created 1 goal already. Oh, that's fabulous. Backward it goes. And a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Saliba getting this one clear.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potent.
Goes for a shot! Yamal. Kukçu. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Searching pass he's played there. Triol gets across to intercept that. And it's Kaká. Shot could be on. Saliba gets it clear. Just 5 minutes left. Guardiola. Kaká.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Valverde.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not too much more here than seeing out. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Many thanks to Jim. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
I think we're actually in for a treat here, Peter, because we get to see Hristo Stoichkov. Never one to stay in the same position. He has a lovely instinct for his trade, and his trade is goals, many of them.
Indeed, Bulgaria's best ever, surely.
Always kind of makes me feel he's going to score.
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So, a breakthrough already. Back into the middle. Threads one in. Now this could be... Tries a shot! No mistake! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kukchu was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, super ball! Oh, well played, well played. Decent chance! Fenerbahce with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That has been cut short. Fenerbahce have their second corner now. Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself. Cafu hurtling down that right flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's Perez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good read, needed to be. Koundé. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's there to clear it. Fenerbahce have the chance to go the other way. That's an imaginative pass. Cafu. And it's Guardiola. A probing pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
2 added minutes has
That's
been
another
indicated.
throw. Played into space. Oh, well played. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Your safety.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Mbappe! That is a great pick-out. They've won a corner. Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Kokchu. Costa Curta. Fenerbahce look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing.
There's the header! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Kaka. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Takes a shot! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 17.
So time for change.
Coming on
And
the
this one has
field
been on the
is
cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Milan get themselves into the lead. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe. Played through into space.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he...
Could be danger here. And what a big... Real chance! And that would have won it.
Mbappe really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that. Fenerbahce really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Perez. And he was alert to it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Swings it across. Adams.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Big chance! Off the
2
post!
added minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
it's hit the frame of the goal again! Two minutes to be added on. That has not gone well. And that will be it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment.
Volunteers for each block.
Mbappe claiming the man of the match award. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Not the most accurate pass. Vitinha. Played out to the right. Beckham. And that is a little undercooked. Great chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And the shot! Milan have the chance to go the other way. Roberto Carlos. Great run on the overlap here. There will be a throw-in. Now that looks a decent ball. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And that pass isn't the best. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Now this could be a chance. Pires. Very nicely done. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? Face to face with the keeper.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The referee has just said play on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. No, that's been intercepted. Distributed tidily. And it's Salah. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. That's very neat. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He has found the way through. Real chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's gone for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Couldn't squeeze it through. It's a really well-measured ball. De Ligt kept his eye. There's the whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point.
Milan really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So, no breakthrough from either side. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in. It's played through for him. Mbappe! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
And a chance! No mistake! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. And it's very nicely done.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well read, nice interception. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Roberto Carlos. A good play on the left-hand side here. Shoots! Well, now it's a race. That's another chance! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play. It was well.
And a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Number 13, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field is number 27, Serginho.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the return pass. Looking for the run. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Knocks it into space. And the shot! Goal, Milan! And they've got their lead back. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Cannavaro tries to play it through. That's a shade optimistic.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And this is Perez.
There will be 5
that's
minutes
fabulous.
time.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Kukçu plays it short. And here's Kaka. Kaka. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cafu. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed.
Just a quick
Mbappe
announcement.
taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly
Please
so.
watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Xavi Alonso. Vitinha. And it's Kaká. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Xavi Alonso. Messi. And that's gone loose. Alexander-Arnold. Ball driven for... He gets big! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Costa Curta. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Vitinha. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And it's Azar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. He's had a crack. He went for the curler. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well timed, excellent interception. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he is going into that little black book. Rijkaard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory, showing good feet. De Ligt, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That is good alertness. Messi, and the finish! He scored! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Cannavaro. So what can they make of this? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Short changes him with that pass. Vitinha. And the pass is intercepted. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
This is a lost
well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Alonso. Mbappe. And this is Perez. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Messi. And he's had it nicked away.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Chance! Kaka. Cafu. And it's Kaka. And it's Kukçu. Plays a sharp little ball here. Tries a shot! Has another go! It's anyone's ball now. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. And that's been drilled in. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. And this is Messi. He's picked his way through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Hazard. Now it's Son Heung-min. Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's been cut out, well played. Milan finding their passes. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kukçu. Now Kaká. And that has left him in a heap.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's there to belt it away. And that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And a quick reminder today to please take all the
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a multi-dimensional player.
Yeah, I think he'll have a busy time going past the opponents. I think he has great ability to play anywhere across the front line and deliver key passes at the right moments, so that makes him stand out.
And his tendency is, of course, as his coaches have said, to keep things simple and the shot! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That can he finish? It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, that was no routine save.
Kaka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Owen. And can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
2 goals on the day, and he tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has been clubbed away. He's missed, but not by that far. Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, super find. Courtois claims it without any fuss. Koundé, that has ended up in no man's land. Kukçu. Well timed, excellent interception. It's a sharp pass.
There will be 3 minutes.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's intervened well there. Oh, easy pickings there. Valverde, who does have an... And there's the end of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
There's the start of the second half.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Lovely. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Hernandez goes short. And it's Kunde. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Barcelona clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Stojkovic. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. That's rather hopeful. Struck first time. It's their second corner of the game. And he's gone looking for safety. And the ball's gone astray. Cannavaro. Just about within shooting range. And the ball's come loose here.
Milan may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Look at the space. Chance, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Kaka. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole... Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Played into space out wide. Gets his head on it! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short, drilled it. Guardiola! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Courtois clears. Nice looking ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's full on! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And yes, it's him again. Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! And yes, it's there! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A moment. And that is that. Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
And a quick reminder.
How do you look back on the game then? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Pinches it off him. Hakimi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hakimi. And it's Bellingham. And it's McTominay. And this is It's Lewandowski! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The breakthrough strike! That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chu with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Bellingham.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Hazard, and that's shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's...
Shoots! Hazard. Decent progress down the left. And the through ball. Has a shot! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Kaka. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that is a little undercooked. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Looking for the run. Hazard gets into a good position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the shot! Goal! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Hakimi. He's being urged to shoot.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's a good run down the left. Tries to play it through. He has found the way through. That is lovely. And the half-time whistle goes. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Serginho. Kvaratskhelia. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He can run onto that. Face-to-face chance! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished.
He rises!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Opts for safety. De Ligt. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And no, that was never going to make it. Kaká. Kvaratskhelia.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And the finish! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Showing great feet there. Cross to the back post. And he's taking no chances there. Real chance! Kukçu. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fired deep towards the back post. And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Kvaratskhelia, and here's Rodrigo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nicely aimed pass. Puyol kept his eye on it, and he's there.
This is the time you need that pace.
5 minutes left on the clock. Aimed beyond the defence. Played out to the left flank.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Look at the space here. A heavy challenge. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that is as far as it goes. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Japan!
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes... And Shevchenko!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And the pass is intercepted. Kukçu is onto it in a flash. Gavi. Pedri. Roberto Baggio. And that has been slung wide. Neymar gets into some space. Drilled in low. And he's cut it out. And he's quick to get it clear again. Played out wide. Back into the middle. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Salah. And here's Baggio. Gavi. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the ball's gone astray. Gavi. And this is Roberto Baggio. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Roberto Baggio actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to belt it away. And he's gone searching crossfield. Milan are looking to break at pace. Dink through. And it's made its way to him. Real chance! And it's been taken short. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Rodri. And it's Gavi. Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Kaká knocks it into space. It's a good spell of possession, this. Gavi. And here's the chance to counter. Gavi powering forward here. Oh, that's fabulous. Played out to the right. He's had a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Costa Curta. And it's Perez. Perez has got himself a free kick. And this is Perez. Played in by Pires. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
A quick
Some
reminder
first half
today that
thoughts?
smoking
Well, I
is
think
only
despite
allowed in
the
areas
scoreline,
shown on
Peter,
this
there's
map.
only
Thank
one
you for
team
your
in it.
cooperation.
They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Looking to play him in. Oh, easy pickings there.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to...
Big chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Substitution in progress.
Japan choosing to make the first change. Japan have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He's got away. Mitoma! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Mitoma can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Isco. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. They get a throw in. He is through here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's an excellent interception.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Looking for options for movement. And he's certainly on chance for a shot! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try...
Shevchenko! He's got a goal! Right back in the game! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substitution for Milan. Number 41, Esteval. Number 7, Shevchenko. Number
Milan
6,
can make their change now with a break in play.
Number 17.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Coming on
Well,
the
I think they have
field,
every chance of
number
levelling this now,
15,
Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go
Number
completely
21,
gung-ho.
Mbappe.
Shin to shin,
Number
bicep
1,
to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that
Maradona.
was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble
There will be
lay in
5
store.
minutes added time.
Corner then. Corner number 3 coming up. Played in deep. Costa Curta tries to clear. 5 minutes to add. Kukcu is always looking to break lines. That has been knocked clear. And that is that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be Vite Nunez!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And this is Ronald. He goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Rodri. And here's Nunez. And he's in on goal. He's having a go. Goal! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
So, a breakthrough already. And he was alert to it. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's Perez! Yamal. There will be a throw-in. India applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Cafu. Now it's Yamal. And it's Kimmich. Kaká. Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Shot, surely! Van Dijk.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Looking to play him in. And he was quick to react. Looking for the run. Guardiola. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. The referee has given a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Guardiola. Shoots! They've scored! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
2 added minutes.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Yamal looking to get on the end of this. And a terrific save from the keeper. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break. All square.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to
So
inform
we reached the
you that
halfway point.
CCTV
Who
is
wants
now in
half-time
operation
when you have a
for your
contest
safety.
this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Milan get the ball rolling for the second period. Perez will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to play it through. Mbappe! Played towards the front line. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Threads one in. And here's Nunez. Oh, cracking ball. Guardiola. And it's Kaka. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Played out to the right. Maradona. And that could set him on his way. And that's put paid to a promising move. Van Nistelrooy.
You can never be short of runners into space. As long
And a chance! It's in! Into the lead once more! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Yamal, he's found a way through. Perez. Guardiola. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Can he get it through? Nunez gets flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Ronaldinho.
So, time for changes
Number
on both sides,
18,
actually.
Darwin Nunez. Number 10, Van Nistelrooy. Number 6, Yamal. Number 11, Maradona. Coming on the field, number 14, Neymar. Number 4, Mbappe. Number 13, Batistuta. Number 20,
Adams gets across to
Messi.
intercept that.
Number 9,
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Substitution.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's played it in low.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Batistuta gets into a good position.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham with the delivery. Costa Curta can get it clear. It's gone for a throw-in. Aimed in toward... He gets big! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
And Shevchenko! Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine. A finish right from the top draw. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And this is Shevchenko. Takes a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to...
And that's it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Shevchenko picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Parked outside the stadium gate.
Milan leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes...
So guys, today we close this stream. So guys, don't forget like, subscribe, share, and don't worry, later I will come in a later play later and doing hard and believe myself and you also yourself. Be yourself, believe in your capacity and willpower, and believe in yourself 100%. You will be going to one rank one day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget like, subscribe, share. So bye bye guys, मैं जा रहा हूँ, मिलते हैं अगले साल.